Well, welcome back, everyone, to the Maritime CEO Tech Leader series powered by Ocean Technologies Group. It's a series sponsored by our friends Duolog, where we assess how shipping is set for technological transformation. Today's episode looks at green shipping, and I'm delighted to say joining us all the way from Turkey is none other than the president of BIMCO. Thank you so much for taking the time for being with us today, Şadan. Now, I've been reading some comments of yours recently, which I found very interesting. You were involved in a press conference promoting SMM in Hamburg, and you were trying to sort of get the point where, yes, it's a horrendous pandemic, but people must not lose the focus about green shipping. There was such a great push for it in recent years and months, and there's a possibility that it could get slightly sidetracked by what's going on at the moment. I'm going to read you something from the World Economic Forum, who in recent days have just signed up for a sort of a reboosted Getting to Zero coalition, the big shipping coalition to drive decarbonisation. I like this quote, and it sort of will set the scene, and then we can take it from there. So they said in a recent post, the World Economic Forum, governments are at a crossroads. They have a historic opportunity for a great transformation by building back better from the current crisis and steering the world in a more sustainable direction. Do you get the sense that there is a unique opportunity to drive forward green developments now like never before? Or, given the current markets, will shipping just be focused on survival?
Before we start, I have to say, I have to send my condolences for all the people that has been lost during this pandemic. And I want to salute all the front fighters. I've been doing this and saying this in every possible way I can, because, we have heroes who are, like medical teams up front. And then also we have hidden heroes. That is, for example, our seafarers. So I want to salute them as well at the beginning. And when it comes to the green shipping is on the track of decarbonization anyway. And we have a target to meet, and we are working on it. And yes, we are, going through unprecedented, terrible times, but this will not change this. Why it will not change this? Because we have a target, 2050 target for emissions, green gas emissions, and this needs to be fulfilled. And the governments, the states, and IMO is very firm on this. And also, I think we are sort of in the middle of this, transformation. Also, what I see from the governments or the country, it is much easier actually to apply something on shipping than the other sectors. So we are already a part of an industry, international industry, who actually promised something internationally, and I'm so proud of it. So regardless the market, regardless what is happening to us, this will continue, and for a very simple reason: ship owners always complies, one way or the other. The obstacle here is that we do not have the technology yet, and we are working. There are a lot of researches about this technology. And also we are now, as an international shipping organizations, associations, we are pushing a research fund also in order to pick not maybe one solution, but more than one solution, or help people to develop these solutions for shipping. If we do not follow this green path, what's going to happen is we will face very domestic, regional, different regulations, and that will be a catastrophe for shipping. So we will not lose our focus, and we will continue. What we can see, maybe as an effect of this pandemic, digitalization might be a little bit go forward and faster, which is I would say one of the good things will be from the pandemic, because shipping is a conservative business, but now we know that in order to protect the seafarers, in order to us to protect us in the office, all kind of visual stuff will start, like such as visual inspection, electronic bill of lading, and this is little bit going further and faster, but that will not change that we are all working on the side of green shipping and to meet with the deadline of 2050.
That we're still working on these forms of propulsion. And, that might explain also why not that many ships, historically are being ordered at the moment. Are there any forms of fuel or propulsion that fills you with the most hope to solve shipping's decarbonisation puzzle? Or is it still, it's just that everyone's trying everything and it's impossible to kind of pick one out at the moment?
I have to say that there won't be one solution. So there will be different type of solutions for different type of vessels and different type of trades. To put one forward right now will be only for maybe some of the trade or some of the vessels. So I will not put anyone, in front. But what I can say is that with this research fund, if we can, manage to pull it from the IMO, then we can actually target some of the, maybe cornered one, small ones, then can really be useful. And also we can just, also put forward to some of the other, already forwarding researches to the service of the ship owners. And then we will see. But till that we find that technology, there is so much to do, and that is going to be done as well. Shipping optimization, the vessel optimizations, to slow up the speed. So, BIMCO recently actually also give a paper, and then it's now, we know that it's been working on that we want to limit the power of the existing vessels. Because, now I don't want to say that there is a good things in the pandemic, because this is really terrible. There is, there should not be anything good in it. But when the market slowed down, then the vessels slow down. So this is also good for the, emissions and our targets as well. But we want to keep this regardless the market is good or bad.
Perfect. Thank you so much for your time. We will be back next week with another episode of the Maritime CEO Tech Leader series. In the meantime, everyone stay sane and sanitized. Thank you.